The this might be actually pretty bad here. We might be good. All right. Here, what's good, everyone? Hope everyone's having a great day. Before we even start, I'm actually want to see what the heck if we can watch this the endings for Liza P, the different endings, and explained it. It was a great game, and I really wanted to see.
Your heart out and put it into a body he brought along in his box, which will then revive as a kind of evil or destructive Carlo. Carlo is the name of Geppetto's real son and the name of the writer of Pinocchio, and his heart is the one that powers your puppet body in-game. We then see the new revived Carlo murder everyone still remaining at Hotel Krat at the behest of Geppetto. All of our friends and companions are slaughtered in cold blood. Then they are replaced with lifeless puppets who all exist to serve us, or Carlo. And even in this ending, when Geppetto is reunited with his long-dead son, the one who he kind of abandoned in life, he goes away again. He leaves a letter saying that he will make Krat safe for us, talking about the petrification disease like it's a minor nuisance. This ending is very obviously bad-coded. The new Carlo seems to be a puppet slave for Geppetto, despite being called a real boy, the dream of the original Pinocchio from the fairy tale. This Carlo kills the companions his heart grew to trust and work with, all because he was asked or told to by Geppetto, an absentee father who we see in memories the real Carlo hated.
I don't care if an old man like that kicks the bucket.
We might get a human body of some kind in this ending, or otherwise become a real person in some way, but it is clear we are really just a puppet dancing on someone else's string, namely Geppetto's. Sophia remarks at the end, asking us,
"Is this truly the future you wanted?"
Fair to say this is a bad ending, and it does give us the post-credits cutscene, but I want to wait to cover each ending before delving into that. So, we saw what happens when you give your heart to Geppetto. If, on the other hand, you refuse his request, you can get one of two different endings. If you answer most of your choices throughout the game by telling the truth, you will get what I want to call the good-ish ending, titled Free from the Puppet String. And just a note, lots of the online guides say different things about how to get this and the next ending, claiming you need to always tell the truth or always lie or other requirements that I don't think are true. I know you can get the next ending by lying only most of the time, you don't need to always lie, so I think you can get this ending by telling the truth just most of the time. And probably not killing Sophia when she asks, but I'm less certain about that requirement. So once you refuse Geppetto, he will release the nameless puppet on you. We learn from its ergo that the nameless puppet was the first puppet made by the old man that was mounted with a pea organ. But because it was destructive, it was not chosen for the boy's body and sealed away. Okay. Geppetto takes it out as a last resort to get the heart from us. In his dialogue we hear during the fight, Geppetto reveals that he gave us his son Carlo's heart. He didn't bind us to the Grand Covenant, the set of rules that most puppets have to follow, so that the heart would grow while having freedom. This was so it could one day be used to revive the real Carlo, and that he wouldn't be burdened by the Grand Covenant, I assume. We learn earlier in the game that puppets are powered by ergo, which can come from people, especially those afflicted by the petrification disease. Sometimes a human ego can awaken within a puppet, especially if the puppet looks like the original person. Geppetto likely tried this with our puppet body, but as he points out, we never got Carlo's memories. Though if we did, we would probably hate Geppetto anyways, so probably not too good of a plan for him. While we don't have his memories, Geppetto remarks how he did inherit Carlo's personality, since
I suppose Carlo was mischievous.
That's not enough, so Geppetto wants to use Carlo's heart, a whole mess of ergo, and the Arm of God artifact to make the new psycho killer Carlo we see in the bad ending. And if that's his ideal version, Geppetto probably doesn't want the real Carlo back anyways.
I have my headphones blasted. What's good, Rowie? How's everything?
Come live as a family with him and do what he he says as his father. Once the nameless puppet gets to phase 2, we anime slice its head off, and it erupts in golden ergo, losing the strings Geppetto controlled it with. Once we beat its second phase, we get a cutscene where it gets to beat us in combat.
It's so
Land.
Slayer.
It is
What's
about to
good?
stab us through the heart, but Geppetto stops it. The puppet
What's
is
going on,
destructive,
Slayer?
so it just wants to body us. But Geppetto can't let any harm come to Carlo's heart, or he might have to actually face the fact that his son is dead and stop running away from it. We then turn into Giga Chad and destroy the nameless puppet's core. So far, all of this has been exactly like what we will see in the next ending.
We're just looking at the
as
what you
Geppetto
call the
keels
endings
over,
for
and we go
Liza
to
P.
support him. In this
Because I
ending,
got the
as we
bad
hold the
ending,
dying
apparently.
Geppetto, he says,
Yeah. How you been?
No,
Owie. Getting your heart ripped out.
useless. Puppet.
then he dies. This ending
Damn.
concludes here, save for the post-credit scene we will get to later. Geppetto's final line will make more sense when we look at the final ending, but in short, it is about how he views us as nothing more than a puppet. Puppets are supposed to never lie, and in this playthrough, we tell the truth more than we lie. So we basically act like a puppet. We are free from Geppetto's strings, as the name of the ending
Sag. Did you
suggests,
watch
but if
did you
we want
play
to
Liza
really
P?
see what it's
Slayer?
like to leave behind the shackles of puppetdom, we must look at the final ending.
I low key want to play the game
The
again.
last ending to Liza P is a rhyme to the game's title. It's called Rise of P. You can get this ending like the previous one by refusing to give Geppetto your heart. The difference is that throughout your playthrough, you need to have lied most of the time, and you likely need to have given Sophia peace when she asked, though again, I'm not as 100% sure on that. Once this ending begins, it is the same as the free from the puppet string ending up until Geppetto's death. Here, he still saves us from Nameless, but once we are holding him, something else happens. The camera shows a tear running down our cheek. Geppetto recognizes this and says,
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's a
before
minor
dying.
tweak.
I took this to be about how the lying throughout the game has made us more human. It has caused our heart to grow to the point that we are essentially a real human who can feel human emotions. In this final moment, either our character developed an attachment for Geppetto, or Carlo's heart moves within us and cries at his father's death. Even if he didn't like him, Carlo might still be moved to see Geppetto pass. Geppetto's words recognize this. They show that he now sees us as his son, Carlo. Even if we may not have his
El
memories, we
Bozo.
have become a real human who can feel, and we feel his death like a human would.
Damn.
Then we get another cutscene before the credits. Apparently, there's a ready-made Sophia puppet. Maybe not too weird considering Manus was kind of obsessed with her. And we give Ergo to that puppet, returning the favor from the beginning of the game when Sophia gave us Ergo. The
Wow.
Sophia puppet wakes up as we pass out, and she says,
It's so good to see you.
this echoes her first words to us at the game's beginning.
I'm so happy to see you.
After the credits, we can explore
Wow, that's
and
an
find a
ending.
note from her, but before we get to that, there is the post-credit scene to discuss. After the credits, we find the man who called himself Giangio on a train. Giangio is the name of one of the characters in the original Pinocchio story, but we see here that the character is actually
Yeah, this
called
dude is definitely
Paracelsus,
like a secret
and he is
agent.
communicating with someone from an outside organization. Philippus Paracelsus, or Paracelsus, is the name of a real-world Swiss physician, alchemist, and philosopher from the 1500s. When we first met Giangio, he pretended to be an alchemist pretending to be a pharmacist, and he talks about how the dose of a substance determines if it's a medicine or a poison, which is an idea attributed to the real Paracelsus in our
Yeah.
world. So this basically confirms
Toxicology.
the name as a reference. The org he talks to has an interest in kinds of humanity and eternal life. They mention us as a kind of brother, or new humanity. Maybe we are a new kind of immortal or eternal being, this new human puppet life form that we have become. And this might be a reach, but his hair color is a bit like ours after being influenced by Sophia. And
Okay.
Sophia mentions her powers being time-related, which would tie into the themes about eternity. On the call, the voice notes that
We'll have to get his own back anyway.
which could be a reference to our mechanical arm, that's the first most
Oh, the
obvious
guard
one,
arm.
but I think that doesn't make sense, since we learn that the Legion arm is a creation of Geppetto and modified by Vanini. it is more likely that the Eternals are talking about the arm of God, the item we get when we defeat Manus. This item let Mr. Eugenics in some way summon a godlike being in the sky, and its description talks about being a mysterious relic even to the alchemists. So, this mysterious organization of Eternals is likely interested in this god arm, and apparently they had it before if they want to get the arm back.
Okay.
Who or whatever that god is, this organization is likely closer to it than anything else in Krot, except maybe for one new character. Paracelsus ends his cutscene saying he will find another key to the organization.
Dorothy.
And then the camera focuses on an obscured book. The design shown is the first edition cover of The Wizard of Oz, which has
Oh.
Dorothy as the main character.
Oh
Then,
yeah,
in
and
a
the
shot on
heels
the rooftop of
clicking.
Krot, we see someone walking in ruby slippers before they click their heels 3 times. This is another reference to Oz, where Dorothy must acquire the ruby slippers and click her
That's
heels 3 times to
true.
return to her home.
I
of
totally
Kansas.
did not get that
Maybe this Dorothy
reference that
was
it's Wizard
scouting
of
Krot out
Oz.
and is now
I saw the
returning to
red
her home,
boots
which I'm
and
assuming isn't plain
I
old
just
Kansas, but maybe
didn't
that's the base
click.
of operation. This could be a reference to a DLC or a sequel, where more fairy tale characters come into play as part
I mean,
of the
they're in
world of
Krat
Eternals.
right now,
A
so
YouTube comment I saw pointed out that Tin Man, one of the other main characters of Wizard of Oz, was looking for a heart, and a metal puppet with a heart, like the character we play as, could fit as that character. Maybe Dorothy was scoping us out to possibly get us to join her crew. We don't know what form this will take, but with the Eternals organization out there plotting something, there's likely some grander conflict that we will learn about, and maybe be pulled into, whether that's
I
by
really want to
Dorothy,
see what this
Paracelsus, or someone else. There is
studio
definitely
is gonna
some
do
greater
next.
story that is being hinted at, but we will have to wait and see to learn what's really going on. And to wrap things up, the game lets us keep playing after the cutscenes and credits. We can see that everyone in the hotel is thankful.
I think I'm
that the
gonna do a
trials of the
motivity
game are
build
over,
next time
and
I
they're
play
all
this
real
game
people in this ending, not puppets.
in the
Sophia
future.
leaves a note marveling that an ergo puppet can become a new form of human, that's us, and she says she will stay away for the time being. We get the option to jam out on the piano in the hotel, and we can also find another letter left by Paracelsus at his old location near the gold coin fruit tree. He expresses excitement at our development, and he talks about meeting on the eternal line of time. He signs off PP, which confirms that he is named after the real Philippus Paracelsus. The note about time again makes me think of Sophia when she talked about how her power is related to time, and this makes me think that the hair connection isn't so far-fetched. So there we have each of the endings of Lies of P explained. Let me know in the comments if you have any more questions about the endings that have been left unanswered. If you like this
I like that. I like that a lot. All right. That's Quantum Break. Damn. Who would have thought? Starfield loading up would do that. Hey, Black Eyes here. What's good? Yeah, it seems like starting Starfield is a lot more difficult than it seems. How you been? How's the park treating you? I really don't remember what I was doing here. Getting some rain finally, getting some new tires on the work truck now too. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. So finally some upgrades. Alright. What are we doing now? Hopefully the lag has cleared out. I know if we do Freestar, we'll actually get some a pretty good ship that's base level. I guess I have to fight that one, huh? Turn around. Man's not working. Let me see. Dreamerbot? Alright, let me reset him. Oh, fuck. Now there's gonna be a pain in the ass. right, give it a second. Let him restart. He's on his 5-minute break. All right. I can be your hero, baby.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
There we go. Let me go fix something real quick. XRP, was good. Sorry about that. I had to go fix something real quick. Later, Black Ice. Appreciate y'all sticking around. Whoever stuck around.
I don't want to hear any complaints. Keep an eye on your valuables. You can't protect your own.
We'd be dust, except for the factory.
You made it. Those outlaws didn't give you too much trouble, I trust?
No trouble at all.
Good. I'm sure it didn't hurt that I softened them up for you. You've got good timing. A courier just came in from a...
Let me see. Uh-oh, fuck.
The Marshal sends his regards along with a briefing on your case. I was surprised as hell to learn about the Starship theft. Nobody said a word to me about it. Anyway, Mr. Hope can see us whenever you're ready. If you need to take a little time first, feel free.
Let's meet with Ron Hope.
His office is upstairs. He's in a meeting, but it should be wrapping up. Come on.
Don't spring for the extended
I'm guessing the
warranty.
Marshal already told you
just
this,
won't
but I'll
need
say
it.
it anyway. Ron Hope isn't just the founder and president of Hope Tech. He's on the Council of Governors. The council oversees the Freestar Rangers, so don't rile him up. I've spent a long time trying to build a good relationship with Hope. He comes on a little strong, but there's a lot to admire about the man. Everything you see around you, he built. Pretty much everyone in this town owes him for their livelihood. Can't begin to imagine the kind of pressure that must put on someone. All I'm saying is, try to show a little respect.
Hard to get better prices for a hauler.
All the way up. Is it just me, or does every executive in the settled systems have an office on the top floor? I guess being above everyone makes them feel like they're, well, above everyone.
A single credit.
I guess I could offer double shifts. It'll put payroll pretty high, but it's a worthwhile trade-off. As for parts, we could try outsourcing. Do a contract with scavengers, maybe, but that's a decision that's got to be made upstairs.
Talk to Elaine about the scavengers. It's not a bad idea, provided we get a good deal. And I don't mean a fair deal. I mean a good deal. Remember, it's not just our bottom line that matters. We're also responsible for the welfare of everyone in the factory. We look out for our people here, Bridget. That's a point of great personal pride.
Excuse me, Mr. Hope?
Well now, the Free Star Rangers. At last! Ah, damn good to see you here. I think we're done here, Bridget.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
This is the deputy I told you about.
Splendid. Splendid! It's a noble calling, being a Free Star Ranger. We certainly could use more of you.
talk to Ron Hope.
Let's get down to it, shall we? Time is money. I'm sure I don't have to tell you what an outrage it is to have a ship stolen right out of the factory. Justice must be done, and the sooner the better.
Alright, I found your stolen ship on Montera Luna.
That's good news. I'll send my people over to bring it home. Of course, that doesn't mean your work is done. I want the thief found and prosecuted to the full extent of the law. I'm sure I don't need to remind you of my position on the Council of Governors.
Yes, sir, Mr. Hope. You can count on me.
I'm glad we understand each other. Now, tell me that you've at least got a lead of some kind.
Ship was delivered to a group of men who were trying to acquire.
Well, I can't say I'm surprised. Sadly, there's no lack of mercenaries in the settled systems. I suppose the chance to cut costs by stealing a ship was too good to pass up? Well, I'm not sure I can be much help, but I'll answer whatever questions I can.
I think we're done here. Why didn't anyone report the theft?
Because I told them not to. If word got out, it would do irreparable harm to our image. I'm in fierce competition with other starship manufacturers. Any sign of weakness could be fatal. What's more, every starship thief in the settled systems
a heck ton.
would likely flock
Like
to
there's
Hometown
quest upon quest
and
upon
start
quest
planning
in
the
this
next
game.
heist. We questioned everyone who was in the building when it happened, and not one person seems to have seen anything at all. Frankly, I think that's both highly unlikely and more than a little suspicious. However, I can't deny there are times when the hangar is empty, so it's not inconceivable the thief could have slipped in unseen.
Was there anything unique about the stolen ship?
No, nothing at all. It was just a standard Hope Tech cargo holder. Not that it didn't have great value, mind you. Hope Tech builds some of the most durable and reliable starships in the settled systems. Now, you can bet my ships last twice as long as anything Stroud Eklund makes.
I think we're done here.
What? Nonsense! We vet our people thoroughly here. Hope Tech holds its employees to the very highest standards. Nevertheless, I suppose I could have Cosette conduct a thorough personnel review. Rest assured, if we turn up any evidence that one of our people was an accomplice, I'll let you know. Very well. I need you to understand something, Deputy. This town is home to men, women, and children who depend on Hope Tech for a living. I provide jobs that put food on their tables and a roof over their heads. It's a responsibility that I take very seriously. If word gets out about the stolen ship, my investors will lose trust, and my workers will pay the price. I can't allow that.
You can count on my discretion, Mr. Hope.
I'm glad we understand one another.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Mr. Hope. There's been a development.
Not now, Cosette. I'm in the middle of something.
But But sir, we have new information. I've just received a report that the stolen ship was seen landing at Neon just after the theft.
A breakthrough at last. Well, Deputy, it sounds like you'll be heading to Neon, which means I can get back to work. Remember what we discussed. My people are depending on you.
Hey, can I get a word?
What does she say? One.
Boss lady wants to know if we have to start from scratch.
Off-worlders. Nothing good ever comes from them.
That wasn't as helpful as it could have been. Still, at least you know where to pick up the trail.
It's enough to go on.
Let's hope. So, guess you're headed for Neon. There's a ranger stationed there. Name's Jalen Price. He's a little different than the rest of us. But Neon's a different kind of place.
Jalen Price,
He
got
should
it.
be able to help you out. Well, we've both got work to do. It was good to meet you, Deputy. Thanks again for helping me out up there.
Thanks for setting up the meeting.
No problem. Good luck on Neon, Deputy.
7,300. Lady.
Enjoy your... if you'll excuse me. I am on duty.
Hey.
Do you mind? I'm a very busy man.
Okay. The only thing nice about this game, damn, there's like you can fast travel places. Talk to Jalen Price.
Hey, I don't care who you work for. You can't just... Oh, you're the rookie, aren't you? The one and only. Well, the
must be
marshal's
Ranger
message
Price.
said you were following a lead about a stolen ship. Truth is, a lot of stolen goods flow through here. But this city is real good at keeping its secrets, even from us.
They're the people of Neon wanted to uphold the law. Hopefully I can count on your help.
Yeah, about that. This isn't Aquila City. The badge doesn't carry the same weight here. The people who run this place aren't overly concerned about the law.
Oh.
Our job is to keep the peace, make sure the violence doesn't get out of hand. The last thing anyone around here wants is some hotshot deputy looking in every dark corner.
The law and justice aren't flexible concepts, they're absolutes. Yeah.
Ah, rookies. Your stolen ship would have had to land at the spaceport. If it was right off the factory floor, it would have stood out. There's a guy I know, Billy Clayton, does maintenance work around the city and keeps an eye on ship traffic for me. I'll introduce you, but don't expect a favor. Even if it doesn't cost credits, nothing in Neon is free.
Take me to Billy Clayton.
Come on.
Take me to your leader.
That was pretty impressive how you volunteered to help out with the bank heist in Aquila City. Yeah, I read all the reports. I learned quickly that in Neon, staying informed and staying alive are closely linked. What stood out to me was that you didn't lose a single hostage. No wonder the marshal tried to recruit you right
Jack, you been playing Destiny 2?
Would have made him look like a fool, having some random stranger step in and do the job he couldn't.
This is no place for tourists, believe me. Careful out there, buddy.
When I start my night shifts, hopefully I'll have a steady routine so I can play more. Since I started work, I haven't been on Destiny. Oh, understandable.
I need to know her skincare routine.
Hamza kept pestering me about his damn missing slate. Like security's got time to track something
Yeah,
like
sometimes if you try to hit like gym, working out, and all that stuff in between, social life,
that. Careful around here.
you'll be drained, man.
Everyone that stays in our sleep breaks are...
What the hell is going on here? Alright, definitely not this one. Yeah, a lot of my friends seem to be getting back into it.
You didn't hear this from me. Yeah. Those airports are mercenary.
Warehouse 01. I gotta find out where this dude is. Next to his apartment. Warehouse 4. All right. No idea what I'm doing up here. This game is completely like, fuck you right now. This game is like, fuck you, figure out where you need to go. Alright, we're going back to that other side. I really don't know where I'm supposed to be going here. Like, the dude disappeared on me, man.
I read an article about the choice of union company.
Love it, love it. Complete circles. Alright. This game really likes to screw with me. What's this guy's name that we're supposed to be looking for? Billy Clayton. This game literally had the guy disappear to me in between where we had to go. Apparently it's yeah, that shit is loud as fuck.
What do you need? What do you need?
I'm currently doing Shadow Neon. The issue is Billy has now walked under the map and is in the ocean under the starport. Wow, I really got hit with a bug. What a bug.
Just one quiet thing. That's so much to ask for. I have some sleep crate units available for rent, but someone like you, trust me.
Is he slipping further into the map? All right, fuck. We're gonna have to redo that part because otherwise it's gonna be bugged.
Wow. I did not know you were gonna do that.
Oh, who's doing it?
Hey guys, guess what I'm shooting with today? It's finally happening. Finally happening.
What's finally happening? Is that XRP or is that? Okay. Rugged nerd, yeah, was good. This the Mantis ship? You fly this like a Ford. I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing, man. I'm just ramming shit. I've never driven a truck. Actually, that's a lie, actually. I never own a truck. I hit my first bug in this game. Or maybe second. Living that rammed lifestyle. All right, set course. Oh, okay. Grab jump in progress. I really don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. Is it? I heard Freestar you get a pretty good ship. That's why I'm doing Freestar missions. I'm in New Atlantis.
Be advised, you have been identified as a known criminal. Respond immediately or we will be forced to open fire. I've got special orders. You're coming with me. Stand down and prepare for immediate transport to our vessel.
Oh, what the fuck is this? UC SEC.
I've been authorized to inform you that you're being transferred to get there. Other than that, I'm not at liberty to divulge any additional information. Smart decision. Stand by to be boarded and transferred.
I have contraband? Pale ale removed?
I'm telling you, the commander's got plans for this loser. Why else would he be going through all this trouble?
Sterile
I still don't
nanotubes?
understand why he trusts a criminal. Seems like too much of a risk. Stop worrying and keep an eye on our guest. I'll be right back. You just sit tight. The commander wants to have a little chat. The prisoner's ready, sir.
Makes no sense.
I hope you're comfortable. We have a lot to discuss.
Just let me pay my fine and so I can get out of here.
Not this time. So, let me see what we're working with here. Your background seems to indicate you are a notorious sword for hire. Well, perhaps we can put that to good use. I also see that you've mined on Vectera, and now you're with Constellation. You've certainly been quite busy. Oh, and look at that. Right at the bottom of this list is the criminal incident that landed you in my crosshairs.
But my shoe size isn't in your records.
You're absolutely right. Well, I'll have my people get right on that. Now that we have that out of the way, let me introduce myself. My name is Commander Kibwe Ikande, and I'm in charge of this operation for UC SysDev. Are you familiar with what we do?
Well, I know you kidnap people.
Actually, that's something new we're trying. I figured we needed to branch out a bit, broaden our horizons. UC SysDev is a division of the UC Navy. Well, they handle the big picture stuff. We deal with a very particular problem. The Crimson Fleet. That convict is where you enter the picture.
I have nothing to do with the Crimson Fleet.
No, you don't. Not yet, anyway. We've been prodding at the Crimson Fleet for years, trying to take them down one ship at a time. But we barely scratched the surface. If we can get someone on the inside, we have a shot at finding a loose thread we can pull to bring it all down.
You want me to risk my neck to go undercover for you?
Not for me. For yourself. Look, I'm going to make this simple. Agree to work for UC SysDev, and together we take down the Crimson Fleet. Refuse, and I tell these guys to throw you into the nearest lockup. Might even tack on an extra few hundred credits to your fine.
Sounds like I have much of a choice.
Of course you have a choice. It's just stacked in my favor. So, what do you say? You going to work with me, or should I find someone else?
Is there an SMD offer?
You aren't leaving until I have an answer. Smart choice. I'm going to have one of my men escort you to the operations center. I strongly suggest that you don't give him any trouble. And don't bother trying to leave the ship. I think you'll find all access to the docking area is fully restricted.
All right, let's go.
I'm gonna guess that was the wrong You gonna let me down or?
The commander can handle any of your questions. All right. Yes? What?
Yes?
Howdy.
Oh.
Pardon. Hey.
Not this way? How do you open the door?
Conde's on level 2. Try not to touch anything. We hunt piracy all across the galaxy. Operations done. I got mess hall duty next.
Like, what the fuck, man?
Everybody's gotta take their turn.
Why is this game making it difficult? Like, I don't even want to play this game. Alright, I see the ship information. Very good. Very nice. Like... You're gonna let me inside the area for my ship, or you're just gonna make me fucking...
Excuse me. Okay, hello.
You said excuse me.
Howdy.
Pardon.
Hey.
SysDef Marines are the best of the best. Yes, what?
Oh, I guess I can't because I need to talk to someone. That's annoying.
Yes? Excuse me. Hello.
I believe we have something important to discuss. Ah, there you are. Excellent. Now that we've established your level of cooperation with us, I want to introduce you to your new home. This is the Operations Center of the UC Vigilance, SysDef's nerve center dedicated to the destruction of the Crimson Fleet.
I'm persistent, but I don't see where I fit in.
Whether this ship is impressive or not, you're the key element that we've been lacking. We need eyes and ears inside the Crimson Fleet. Someone who can feed us information, evidence, and expose their weaknesses. The catch is that you can't just knock on their front door and ask for an application. Getting inside is going to take some finesse.
Assume you already have a plan.
I do. Our intelligence has managed to find a possible opening into the Crimson Fleet through Saoirse Bowden, one of their contacts. She works for the Trade Authority in Sidonia, so you'll be using a container of Aurora we've loaded on your ship to get her attention. You'd better hope so. Saoirse won't be easy to dupe. Once you bluff your way into the Crimson Fleet, then the operation proceeds to evidence gathering. That's where my second-in-command, Lieutenant Gillian Toft, comes into the picture. She'll explain everything you need to know.
Point the way and I'll get it done.
Eager to get going? Good. Remember, this entire operation rests on your ability to infiltrate the Crimson Fleet and bring us the evidence we need to take them down.
No, it's just fucking, I've been talking this whole fucking game. I've been
expect
playing
any
this game
less.
for an hour and I haven't
Look,
shot once, besides for
Before you
the
begin,
chips.
I want to make something perfectly clear. As an undercover operative for UC SysDef, you'll be expected to follow our code of conduct and ethics. Allow yourself to stray too far off the path, and you stand a good